Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Tampa Bay Rays Franchise on MLB The Show. This will, sadly, be the very last episode we do for this franchise. Reason being, we got eliminated from the wild card last episode. We are nearing the end of the season. 2 games away from elimination, 6 games back. It is now thoroughly impossible unless we win every game and the Blue Jays lose every game. And that is not going to happen in the episode today. Spoiler alert. So, with this being the last episode, a few things that I wanted to say. First off, thank you all so very much for the views, for watching it, for sticking around, for the extra subscribers I've gained during this series. I've really enjoyed doing this for so many reasons, but expanding my audience and getting more views on this has been incredibly exciting. I just can only say thank you. We will finish the series versus Toronto right now in Game 3. Shane McClanahan versus Kevin Gausman. And because this is the end of the season, the timing just lines up to not continue into next year. And the reason is I'm recording this as of 1/29. And we get our pre-orders live for the show, 25, starting next week. And it will be released in the middle of March. So I don't believe that a month and a half is enough time for me to progress through a full another season of baseball without skipping so much as to make it meaningless anyways. And so that is why I've chosen to stop the series at this video. We will get through the final games of the year, and we will have some exciting moments. And then there will be a break until we get into MLB The Show 25 in just a little while. For now, let's stick here where we're at with Shane McClanahan. 180 innings pitched and an under 4 ERA. He's been pretty dependable. He's had some ups and downs, as had most of our pitchers. And he will strike out Kiermaier to begin the game. A promising start for McClanahan. Next up is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And it's a full count now. And no, we miss inside. A circle change from McClanahan is very close, but not quite close enough. And now Bo Bichette is here, 0-1 against him. Into the dirt, and Pinto, quick recovery, throw to second, and we got him! Ahmed Rosario in today at shortstop with that tag. That was awesome. Pinto's quick reaction and the spin, accurate throw, the only reason that we get that out right there. So thank you very much to our backup catcher, Rene Pinto. Back with Bichette, and it is 1-1 with 2 outs now. And Weekly dribbled over to Curtis Mead, who does play today at third base, and McClanahan is out of the first. And as we mentioned, Kevin Gausman is starting today with over 200 innings pitched this year and a 3.12 ERA. That is extremely low for that many innings. He has been absolutely dominant. And Garrett Hampson will line that to center. No, it does not fall in. An exciting first out, and now Yandy. 1-1 against him with 1 out. What does Gausman give him? Inside, a splitter, and that is not going to fall in either. 2 outs now for Gausman. And DeLuca is in today. It's 2-2 against him with 2 outs. And a swing and a miss on the slider. Good stuff from Gausman and McClanahan to start the first. Top the second now, 2 outs, full count to Schneider. And McClanahan misses outside. So he will walk a batter with 2 outs. And in comes Justin Turner. Batting .253 this year, and it slips by Yandy. DeLuca in right field will play that, but that will put men on the corners with 2 outs now, and McClanahan is officially in danger. Alejandro Kirk at the plate, and he cracks that up to right center field. Jones going back, and no! Oh gosh, it almost looked more like he stumbled than actually dove for it. You know, with the end of the season here and our postseason not in play, I felt that it would be okay to take that risky dive, and it just didn't work at all. Unbelievable. 2 for Toronto now, and Varsho line drive into center field. Brock Jones will field it and throw it. It's cut off, and even with 10 speed, that is not quite close. Toronto up by 3. 2 outs still. And finally, a swing and a miss from Kiermaier, and McClanahan's out of it. We move to the bottom of the second now. 1 out, and Arozarena is up. 3 balls, 1 strike, make it 4, and he takes the walk to first base. And as you guys know so well, when we get speed on the bag, such as Arozarena's, we're running for it. He goes! Attempted hit and run as Curtis Mead lifts it to center field, and no, it is brought down. 2 outs now, and Arozarena firmly planted back on first base. And Richie Palacios is back up now. One of the unsung heroes of this year, I feel like. He's batting .263. We're sending Arozarena again, and he is toast! Out at second base. Good throw by Alejandro Kirk. Now to the bottom of the fourth. Leading off is Yandy Diaz. And that is cracked well into right center field. It will reach the wall, bounce off, and that is a leadoff double for Yandy. Excellent hitting. So we're finally poised to do something now and a chance to bring him home. And first up, it is going to be Johnny DeLuca. Go, Johnny, go. Never mind, he's gonna strike out and be thrown out at first base. Normally I joke about that being a double play. Please not today. Ahmed Rosario now is gonna step into the batter's box. And he will drive that to first base. A weak ground out, but that will advance Yandy to third. And so now we're 90 feet closer to bringing him home and getting back into this game. Arozarena down 0-2 now. And weakly dribbled to third. Can that be played in time? It is. No run yet as Arozarena is toast at first base. Bottom of the fifth now, and it is Curtis Mead leading off. Can he do anything against Gausman? And that is struck well, and it does fall in. Left center field, a line drive single to lead off the bottom of the fifth. And now Palacios has come back. And Curtis Mead does have a little bit of speed, and Palacios drives that into right field. 2 line drive singles to start it off, and now we're cooking. Brock Jones, who we've been waiting on to have his big moment, and it has just never materialized. Sounded really good, 100 miles an hour to center field. Dang, man, we cannot get there with Brock Jones. We've got just a handful of games left and just a handful of chances, and Brock Jones seems to just avoid getting his big moment every time. As Pinto will, oh my gosh, a swinging bunt, and they throw home, preventing the run. Still, men on first and second now, this time with 2 outs for Garrett Hampson. He's behind, 0-2. Come on. No, a swing and a miss on that slider, and he's out. End of the fifth now. We move all the way forward to the bottom of the ninth now. Nothing else has been happening. DeLuca weakly grounds that up the center, and it is thrown, and he's out. Only 2 left in this game, and Ahmed Rosario will represent the potential second one. Nothing and nothing. Contact to right field, and no, that is a casual fly out. Unfortunate. And so Arozarena will get the official last chance now. Down by 3. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Hit well into right field. Arozarena keeps us alive for one more batter. With 2 outs, that is a single. And as I mentioned earlier about that speed, we've got nothing really on the line. Let's risk it for the biscuit. Arozarena does make it in there. A stolen base, and that is number 38 now for Arozarena. Trying to get him to 40 to finish this year out. And he's going to take a bigger lead at second. He's going to run for it. Pitches well inside. And Arozarena is safe. All right. That's number 39. Awesome. And it is now 3-1 against Curtis Mead. Come on now. Misses way up top. Gausman running out of gas as he walks Curtis Mead. Men on the corners, and that is enough for Toronto to call in Jordan Romano, who has been pretty good through his 53 innings this year. He just needs to get 1 out for Toronto, and Palacios is up to the plate. 0-2 against him with 2 outs. That is in the dirt. Meade running for second. The throw is way to the left, and he's safe because of it. Nice heads-up base running as Kirk cannot recover in time or throw it accurately enough. So now, 2 men in scoring position. I really like that. Just a half-second delay from Meade, and luckily that throw is offline. He also slid way to the right, so that's very helpful there. All right, here we are again, resetting. Men on second and third, 2 outs, 1 and 2. And no, it's all for naught anyways. 3 stolen bases, the third one off the wild pitch, ultimately does not net anything for us as we are shut out by the Blue Jays to finish that series and shut out of the postseason as well. I want to take this time to highlight some players that we were looking at in AAA. Yu Chang is one of them, who got great development, +4s in several categories, +7 to contact lefties. For his AAA stats, he batted .274 with a .356 OBP and a .418 slugging over 292 at-bats. So that is pretty awesome. I'm happy to see Yu Chang successful in AAA. He was somebody that I was really looking forward to getting a chance in the show. And Jonathan Aranda is another one. +10 to power lefties. He absolutely crushed them. And with excellent fielding, there was a very good chance that we would see Aranda. In his AAA time, he did perform very well. .268 average, .316 OBP, which is a little low, .388 slugging, and that was over almost 500 at-bats, so he was just consistent, not much power. Carson Williams was a surefire lock to hit the MLB level within just a few years at 20 years old right now. He was getting great development in AAA. He averaged .271 with a .328 OBP and a .426 slug. So that's over 250 at-bats. Carson Williams looked great. Junior Caminero had a little bit of regression in certain categories, but overall he was developing okay, and at 20 years old he had plenty of time to do it. He's another one I think would be a surefire lock. Although he did struggle. Through 461 at-bats, his average was only .234. And so maybe Cammy's route to the MLB level was going to be a little bit longer. We'll check in with Dustin May, who we traded for. At 26 years old, he was getting excellent development. +5s in 2 categories, +4 in another, and still keeping his ERA under 2.0 for his time in AAA. I think Dustin May was probably going to get the call up next year. He just needed a little bit more time to figure it out. Jake Odorizzi was another one who did see a lot of progression. At 34 years old with C potential, those numbers were on the decline. However, a .270 ERA and a .114 WHIP over 200 innings, that was a great year for him in AAA. Unfortunately, probably his last. Shane Baz is another one. Young, high potential, good development. And in AAA this year, he had a .278 ERA with a .123 WHIP over 200 innings. So Shane Baz is probably going to see that rotation this following year if we went into 2025. The next one is Ryan Pepio, who is also younger-ish with high potential. He was getting really good development as well. His clutch in particular was looking awesome. And he had a .255 ERA and a .102 WHIP over 190 innings. Another one that probably would have seen the rotation next year. Tyler Alexander, a relief pitcher this time at 29 years old, was getting pretty good development, +4 to home runs per 9. And his ERA was all the way down at a .249 over 47 innings. So Tyler Alexander might have seen the bullpen in year 2025. With the minor leaguers somewhat recapped, we'll move into the Detroit series away for us, starting with Zach Eflin, and we do get the win. It's 6-1. Reese Olson clocks the loss there. And let's see, the box score shows 11 hits, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts. A triple from Arozarena, doubles from Josh Lowe, Jose Siri, and Francisco Mejia. Mejia on the day was the RBI winner with 3. And Eflin and Littell both had really good games. Lots of relief by Littell today, 4 of them, but all clean. And Eflin only gave up 1. So that is win number 15 for Zach Eflin. Happy to see that. And they match ERAs at .416. And here on the screen now, we show the inexorable elimination. We are out of the running for the wild card. The Blue Jays have officially sealed it, and we knew that was going to happen as recently as last episode. Game 2 versus Detroit is going to be Taj Bradley versus Casey Mize, and this is just another chance for Taj, and it's blown again. We get shut out 3-0 by Detroit. I'm not even going to look at the box score since nothing else really happened. And Game 3 is a victory today. 3-2 against Detroit. Colin Poche picks up the win. Only 5 hits, 10 strikeouts for the guys, and 3 walks. All small ball, no extra base hits, stolen bases by Lowe and Siri. Jeffrey Springs pitches a phenomenal game. Colin Poche gets the out that we needed to get the win, and Fairbanks got save number 40. Moving on to the last 3 games of the year, it's Boston, and we are out on the road against them, and we do win Game 1, 3-1. Drew Rasmussen picks up a win there, which is cool to see. We got 7 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, and we did take 3 of them over the wall today, and also a triple from Ahmed Rosario. Drew Rasmussen pitches 7 innings with only 3 hits and 1 earned run allowed. That is fantastic. Poche, Adam, and Fairbanks all come in to relieve, and they all do well. No more earned runs. Game number 2 is Shane McClanahan versus Garrett Whitlock, and that is also a win. So a 3 streak now, 4 out of our last 5. We've only got 4 hits today and 3 walks and 8 strikeouts. So very low offensive output in the last few days, but what we've gotten has really mattered. Josh Lowe stole another base. McClanahan gets win 11 off of 7 excellent innings. And Fairbanks down at the bottom, save number 42, and his ERA now drops below 4. So good for him. Final game of the year, and we will jump into it. Zach Eflin gets the start today against Boston's Tanner Houck. Hopefully that's how you say that. I again, don't check the pronunciations before recording these things. So I fly by, the seat of my pants sometimes. And Hampson is under that to begin this game. He was 0-2 already, and a high pop out just beyond the mound will be the first out. And now Yandy. He's ahead 2-0 against Tanner. And that is driven to center field, but casually played just a few steps over. And there are 2 down now for Josh Lowe, who's batting .278 and has been one of the consistent spotlight heroes this year. He will hit that hard on the ground to shortstop, and he's not quite quick enough to get there, so Tanner Houck gets out of the first, no problem. Zach Eflin will come in nearing 200 innings pitched with a 4.16 ERA and a 1.20 whip. He's got a very low walk rate, which I really, really like. And we'll see if we can keep that consistent today. And that is dropped in center field. Jaron Duran, something, maybe. He's on first anyways, and Pablo Reyes, batting number 2, will crack that. It goes high and up. There's no marker on the field. That means it is over the monster. And Boston gets off to an early lead, 2-0. Only the 3rd home run for Pablo Reyes, too. He waited all this time just for us. How nice. And now, Eflin, already bombed for 2, will strike out Tristan Casas. Finally, we get our first out of the game, and it's a strikeout. Come on, Eflin, we got to get a grip here. Hunter Renfroe will have a line drive into center field. Thrown back in from Siri, but Eflin's woes continue. And now Emmanuel Valdez is up to the plate. And that's a called strike 3. A 12 curve that drops in right at the ceiling of the zone. And now Von Grissom, 0-2 against him. And he just watches it. That is strike 3, clear as day. And Eflin's out. We move to the top of the 3rd with 1 out now against us, and Jose Siri's at the plate. And it's gone! Siri up over the monster himself to cut this lead in half. A solo shot. And Siri makes sure that we go out without a whimper. That is home run number 30 for him. Awesome. 434 feet launches it over the monster, and we are back in the game. Garrett Hampson's going to get the next chance, and he's 0-2 right now. And that goes through into center. The dive stops the ball, but Hampson is there easily at first, no throw over. Back to that conversation we had about speed on the bag. And he goes! The throw over. They were ready for him, but he's safe anyways. Garrett Hampson is just too quick. That is awesome. He'll take a big lead at second. Uh-oh, they're going to come back, and no, they got him. Boston swiftly erases the stolen base. Oh, Josh, off of Tanner's leg. And he's out. No, I don't think so. We're going to challenge that. Absolutely. By the way, we're in the 4th inning now. We did move forward. And, yep, show the antlers, coach. It's time to challenge. There we go. They called him out, but speed from Josh Lowe is never in question. The only thing is, did he get there? Where's the angle? I want to see the good one. Here it is. Show Vision's going to tell us. Foot's on the bag. Ball is out of the glove. That is safe 100% of the time. And there's the call. All right. Thank you very much. So Josh Lowe did make it to first base off of the pitcher's ankle. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can get 2 off of that. Why not? The throw's outside. And no! Josh Lowe is out. All right, Boston. They've taken away 2 of our opportunities now. And Arozarena in the top of the 5th. He will bloop that into center field. It does fall in. I know we've been taking a lot of chances with this being the last game. I think we're going to take 1 more. Can Arozarena steal second? Very good jump off of that one. And it bounces badly anyways. Arozarena has stolen 40 bases, achieving this milestone on the very last game of the year. Very cool. Not taking a big lead off there. Wow, a bad swing by Westberg. Can he make it to first and salvage? No. Arozarena does make it over to third base, though. And now, 90 feet away from tying the game with 2 outs to go, and Richie Palacios is at the plate. And that is brought to shallow left. I don't think it's quite deep enough. Although now in hindsight, that throw being offline would have scored. But you just don't know. And like I said, we've taken so many risks to this point already in the last few games. I know it doesn't quite mean anything. Siri will line it to left field, though, and interrupt what my thought was there. And now we are officially tied. All right, Siri, way to go. Good job. And now Francisco Mejia is up to the bag. They throw out against Siri, and they got him. They are wise to the steal attempts every time, it seems. Full count to Mejia, and wow, a perfect swing into right field. Barely more than a foot or 2 off of the ground, but that is a line drive to right field. Excellent. And now Garrett Hampson is here. Contact there, and uh-oh, stopped at second base. They burn him at second, but Hampson is safe at first. Wow, he's making me stumble over my words. I'm trying to call it as quick as he's running. And with Hampson on first, here we go again. The pitch is inside, the throw is up, and Hampson is safe. We have stolen another one now. All right, 36 for Garrett Hampson. He's been awesome all friggin' year. I'm going to miss this guy so much. And Yandy to right field. All right, and oh gosh, we're sending Hampson. It's close, and he makes it. The throw is offline. Had that been accurate, I think Hampson's out. But it doesn't matter. He's safe, and we've got the lead now as the Red Sox bring in Brennan Bernardino. All right, 3-1 against Josh Lowe. The throw, weakly dribbled to shortstop. They will try to turn 2 to second, and he's safe at first. Josh Lowe, again, legs out, and just barely makes it there. All right, take second, Josh. Go, go, go. Oh, yeah, that throws way offline. There we go. Josh has taken second base with 2 outs, and that is number 44 on the year. Obviously, he's still our stolen base leader. I do believe that he is still the league leader. And he's going to attempt to steal third. The throw is way up in the air and brings him offline. That's 45 now for Josh Lowe. So cool, man. Really love how impactful he's been this year. And Brandon Lau, it's 1-1 against him, and that is weakly brought over to second base and will be the final out, but we have taken the lead. Let's check in on Eflin, bottom of the 7th now, and Hunter Renfroe will weakly ground that over to Hampson at short, and Zach has gone 6 1/3 now. He has recovered very well from that first inning, and it's 0-2 against Valdez. And that is called fair. Yandy will bring that over to first. I almost had brought that and bring that at the same time. My words are all messed up today. Sorry, guys. And Grissom to right field. It does sneak in, and it goes out of bounds. An automatic double for Vaughn Grissom. And now 2 outs, 0-2 against Tyler O'Neill. That is a line drive to right field. Josh Lowe throwing into the cutoff. Low to home. Not even close. And Boston has tied it up in the 7th. Connor Wong is at the plate now, and he will drink. Oh my gosh, I can't even get it out. To left field, off of the monster. Rosarena throws in, men on the corners. My goodness, I can't speak. Here comes Dad for the last time to switch him out. Eflin has had a good game, but I want to see Joe Record before this season is over. He's only pitched 11 innings, and they have not been good in the back half of those. I remember he started out very promising. And he will get Trevor Story to pop up to left field right on the foul line, and Rosarena brings it down. And that was fun with Record, but let's bring in an actual serious pitcher now for Phil Maton. Through 84 innings, he has been awesome. And the lineup turns over now for Jaron Duran, who will attempt a bunt, and Maton is there. Thank you very much for that easy first out. And back to Pablo Reyes. Here we go. And it's inside, driven over to Westberg, and that is out number 2. Maton has had good luck so far. Now to Tristan Casas. And no, that one's going to go through into center field. A 2-out single, and Siri throws that in. We're not out of the bottom of the 8th yet. 0-1 against Renfroe. Driven to Hampson. Can he recover and throw in time? Yes! That will do it for the 8th. And now, top of the 9th, Yandy Diaz, 2-2 against him, tie game. And a bloop. No, it just does not quite get down. Man, that's disappointing. I thought that was for sure going to. 0-2 against Lowe. Big swing and a miss on the slurve, down and in, and we are here with the final out in the top of the 9th now with Brandon Lau, 2-2. The pitch from Campbell. Hit well, it's going right and deep. Yes, it does fall in. It will bounce off the wall, and Lau will hold at second. All right. It's time to try something. Brock Jones. We talked about it every time that we've seen him. I'm waiting for his moment. 2 outs, top of the 9th. Runner on second. Can he do it? Final game of the year. Come on, Brock. Oh, no. That's the center field weekly hit, and Brock fails to rise to the challenge again. Going into extras, it's going to be Kevin Kelly if we can hold them here in the bottom of the 9th. I want to get to extras. I'd like to win our final game, and Valdez brings that over to Lowe in right field for the first out pretty quickly. Vaughn Grissom now against Kelly, and that goes to center, going deep, but Siri is able to get there in time. Out number 2, and Kelly just needs one more to give us extras. Tyler O'Neill is at the plate. Swing and a miss, and Mejia will throw over to assist, and we will see extras. The season is not done yet. 3-2 against Jordan Westberg in the top of the 10th. Swing and a miss on the slider will set him down. We have that ghost runner at second base, hoping that one of these guys will drive him in, and Palacios will get a chance now. That's hit well to left field, but it is brought down. Let's go ahead and send him to third. Go, go, go. No, oh my gosh. The throw was accurate, and he didn't have the speed to get there anyways. Well, even Kelly, since he had such a great bottom of the 9th, and he will strike out Connor Wong to lead off the bottom of the 10th. 0-2 against McGuire. Strike 3 called on the lower outer edge of the zone. Kelly looks great still. Jaron Duran one more time. Weekly hit to Yandy. He will go over and play that, and Kelly has given us 2 excellent innings of relief. And now Liam Hendricks will step in with a 5 ERA over 45 innings pitched. Not a good year for him. See if we can get anything done in the 11th now. Jose Siri will lead off. And that goes to right field. That looked pretty good, and nope. I don't want to chance it again. We got burned at third base last time. I'd rather have the men on the corners. And now, Francisco Mejia. Full count. Runner going to second. That is hit deep into center field. The runner will return to first, but that will score the crucial go-ahead run now. Rays lead 4-3 in the top of the 11th. And there's still 2 outs to go. And now Hampson's back. Do we send the runner one more time? Possibly for the last time. Nope. And maybe we should have, but I don't know. Hampson running to first. Can he make it? Yes, he can! All right, the speed of Garrett Hampson pays off again, as it has so many other times this year. 2 men on for Yandy. Swing and a miss. Man, that was a great slider. Low and away, and we are down to the final out for Josh Lowe. 1-0 against him. Weekly hit to center field, and that will do it. And now we try to defend and close this game out. The final game of the year, final shot for Pete Fairbanks. He has saved 42, but he has blown 10. That is not a great ratio for a closer. We have documented his struggles very well throughout the year. And Pablo Reyes, no! Josh Lowe couldn't quite get there. I don't know what happened with the animation. I was holding right, and somehow he just lunged at it but didn't quite move, and Fairbanks has given up the lead, and no! Casas to left field, and that's it! The Red Sox walk it off! The final game of the year pushes extra innings and another blown save to put the nail in the coffin. Man, that's a disappointing way to end this year. Here's how the World Series ended up going. St. Louis beats Toronto, a clean sweep, 4-0. And that does it for the year 2024 in MLB The Show. Like I said, this is the last episode. We will be moving on to MLB The Show 25 when it releases in March. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching, for subscribing, liking the videos. The audience being there for me was a very big deal for me in this series. I learned so much about putting these together, and I cannot wait to see what happens in 2025. Hopefully you guys will join me. Thank you again, and signing off for the last time with the Rays. I will see you guys next time.